Well, hello and welcome everybody. Today's race is the RaceOnOz Division 1, race number 2 for the season. And I think they're still going to do qualifying, so they're running late. We're just going to go, you're going to get a sneak peek at the qualifying, which I don't usually broadcast. But here we go, let's see what happens. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe qualifying happened. I was sitting there watching things, but I could have sworn they weren't doing qualifying. Anyway, let's get back into it. Welcome to this week's race. Last week we did have Bo 231 win, and he's our championship leader currently. He'll be looking, I don't think Bo's here tonight. I haven't actually, no he is. He's number 6 at the moment. And Brian is also up there with Noxray as well. So top 3, but we're looking to see maybe can Bo do it. XL's looking pretty strong here tonight. Excuse me for a second, I'm about to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze in the... Oh, excuse me about that. It's the first time that's ever happened. Anyway, so yes. Captain Risky at the moment. He's leading everyone. I think he was leading last time too, before Dragon Trail started. But anyway, let's see what he can do. With the timing ticking down. This is qualifying at the moment. Race will be 10 minutes away. So don't go anywhere. Oh, Jono, hey man. I've been having an issue with XSplit changing the race description on me. So I'll do that. Because it keeps bugging out every time. Hey Daily, what's going on, man? I can probably sort out moderator at a later date, but sure. Yeah, I think you're right, because what it does is it bugs out. I don't know why it bugs out. And then you get the last stream information. So thanks for alerting me to that. I didn't realize it had happened if I didn't tick something. So it's happened again, hasn't it? So I'll fix that right now. I'm just gonna leave you with. I hate doing this midstream. I'm just gonna leave you with the action, and we'll be right back. Yeah, it's really annoying. It's a really annoying bug, which I think needs to be fixed. If anyone uses XSplit themselves and knows how to maybe get it fixed, that'd be awesome. I actually don't know how to change the stream name while I'm midstream. I know how to do it before, and I know how to do it after. I don't know if I can do it during. I'm sure I can. I just hope this doesn't... it says it's at Fuji, doesn't it? SFR. Wrong season, that's tomorrow. We've got SFR Season 2. Sorry, Division 2 tomorrow. That's... No, that says it's my manufacturer series. How bloody annoying is that? Thank you for alerting me to that. That is not what is playing right now. This is the RaceOnOz Division 1 race. How do I edit? Sorry about that, RaceOnOz. That's not very fair that it comes up like that. Who's winning out there? Bo's winning. Well, Bo is our championship leader. 1:15.0. I know XL can do close. And XL's coming 3rd right now. XL was my... I thought maybe he'd pick it at the end. He's still got He's still got 5 minutes to go, so I'm going to stick it with XL at the moment while I try and figure out how to edit a video mid-stream. This is quite annoying. But I do extend my apologies to RaceOnOz for on the Facebook side of things anyway. It is not showing what it should be. It is RaceOnOz. It is not my FIA manufacturers, which I didn't do this week. I hope none of you have missed me too much. I do have Instagram daily. If you search Demo and Garage on Instagram, I'm sure you'll find me pretty quick. Using the same name and everything. Still trying to figure out how to edit video. Found it. Facebook, you do not make things easy. And I'm sure Bo's not making it easy for XLX. Who else is out there at the moment? There's Norm. Pagnian car. It's a beautiful livery, I must say. It is very hard to do two things at once. I am not built to do it like that. Let's edit the post. Oh my god. It is not race 5. It is race number 2 of the RaceOnOz Renault Trophy Series. We're at Big Willow Circuit tonight, and as I mentioned, Bo231, he won the opener. Will he be contested tonight with someone else? I don't know. We're about to find out. At the moment, Norm's in the pits. So new tyres for Norm. He's trying to maximise his grip on track. He will have low fuel settings. Kieran Brown, you're right. Fuji was looking surprisingly dusty. I've just had to edit that. Like I said earlier, XSplit. There's some weird error that's happening to me lately where it. I don't know what it does. It errors out and then it puts in the last details that I had in XSplit, which was obviously the FIA race, not the RaceOnOz, and then it changes everything for you guys. So I've just fixed it, hopefully. I have. Thank God for that. But yeah, you're right. It is not Fuji. We're at Big Willow. Big Willow. It's only 9 turns. Let's go through the turns let's go through Norm. Norm's coming up to them right now. Let's sit on board with Norm. This is qualifying lap. Let's see what he does. This is turn number 1, called the Castrol Corner. It's a 90-degree high-speed left-hander. You can see there's a bit of camber on it as well. And then he'll come up to turn 2, the Rabbit's Ear. This is a double apex sweeper. He should stick middle and try and apex very late here coming up. He's actually missed it, so that's not going to be good for the timing unless it's better in the Renaults. 3-4, this is the Omega uphill downhill section with a camber change. You can see he's almost gone off there. That's the most technical segment of the layout. This is 5, a quick, and then 5, a quick left-hander. 6 is the Munro Ridge. It's a gradual bump. It's common for fast riders on high-powered motorcycles to lift up the front wheel, but we're not on motorcycles, so continue. Stop reading that. Turn 7, he's just gone through, and that was a repass pass. Turn 8, high-speed right-hander. And then the one he's coming up to is obviously turn 8. The lead into this turn is the fastest section of the racetrack, and coupled with the turn itself, probably the most critical for a good lap time. It's also the fastest turn on any racetrack west of the Mississippi. Interesting fact. So we're in the US. Turn 9, a decreasing radius right-hander with a big dip right before the apex. A good line through this turn is crucial for top speed on the front straight away to the start-finish. Let's see what Norm can do. It's a 1:16.8. It's not going to be good enough to increase his time up the leaderboards. Excuse me. And he's currently running 5th. Top at the moment is still Bo231. He's looking good. Then it's Brian F in second spot. Second row will be XLX at the moment, as long as things don't change. And then Captain Risky's back down to fourth at the moment, going up through Amiga. Alright, so we're about to get into the race. We're only 3 seconds away. Qualifying's about to end here. Let's have a quick look at the live timing, see what everyone's done. So it looks like it's Bo231. He'll come around, finish his lap. He's going to be the quickest through this section. So Bo231 has it. And then it looks like Brian has come through secondly to get it with a 1:15.4. Excels improved. He's excelled 1:15.7. Then it's Captain, Norm, Razor, Apex, Noxrai, Motors 560. It's Hatfield in 10th. The 64 Stig was in 11th, who did really well in the Bathurst 120. So did XL. XL won it. Viper Z, he's 12th. Holderman's back tonight as well, 13th. And Groover, who unfortunately couldn't get off the line last week and was disqualified. He wasn't disqualified, he just didn't really start. He's down in 14th. So he's got a long way to go to claw his way back up the points ladders right now. My Insta profile daily motor is a Ferrari. You found it, my man. You found it. I post most of the FIA action on there. You'll notice I'm a little bit behind, but there I've got the photos ready. And we should actually start getting photos from the RaceOnOz, SFO races, and anyone else who gets broadcast here. I'm going to try and get them all done. So you found it. You found it daily. No, you found it daily. You found it. All right. So here we go. Captain Risky putting in some nice burnouts for us there, actually. I don't know if anyone else is going to be doing it. Bo got the top spot. The Stig to Bo. That was some clean driving. I don't know if he liked that. Whatever happened there. There's some good parts of this track where you can get the car really high. I've seen Captain Risky do it a fair bit during practice. So we've got all 14 cars out on track, it would seem. Oh, Stig's got a penalty, that's why. Groover, Viper Z, Holden Man down in 14th. So there's been a bit of a change in the live timing. Let's go through it again. Looks like things changed. It was Bo, Brian, XL, Captain Risky, Norm, Razor. Here we go. Times. Looks like everything was good. This is the final RaceOnOz Division number 2. Sorry, not Division 2, Division 1. I can't get out of live timing. Don't tell me we've got a bug. Well, there's your timing screen. Here we go, Bo231 on the front grid. And then it's Brian F from XL, top 3. Waiting for the lights to go green here at Willow Springs International Circuit, and it's Bo231 off the line. And it looks like we might have to have a bit of a restart. Someone's left the room. But apart from that, Noxrai gets a little bit too close to the inside line, knocking gravel all across turn number 1. As Bo now takes the field up to turns 2 and 3. And he's got a nice looking lead already. It's 0.4 of a second before it even finished the first lap at the moment. Up to the Amiga section. This is where we could see some drama early on. XL's out wide, Captain as well. Back down the field. Oh, we've got a little bit of touching and pushing going on with Apex. 64 in Hatfield as they go 2 wide. Coming up to turn 7. Sorry, 6 and 7. Hatfield has won that battle. Apex is looking for sponsors. The privateer. 0.6 of a second the lead for Bo. Brian's trying to stick close in behind to keep with the slipstream. It's going to be really useful down that front straight right now. Let's see what Brian can do. Coming up across the first end of the lap. This is obviously, apologies for the mix-up at the beginning with the description, but this is not Fuji. This is Big Willow, and it's Brian On the back of Bo. The gap is down to 4/10 into turn 1. You just can't keep close to the back of that blue entry, which is Bo 231, our current championship leader. Brian racing for next level. And he'll be looking to find that next level here tonight. He's going to need it if he wants to beat Bo in front. So that's the championship battle going on. And XL, he's entered tonight looking really quick for the RaceOnOz team. Looks like he's getting the back end out a little bit slidey through there. So he needs maybe to, if he could, tweak the setup a little bit. Remember, damage is on. It's on light, so it will repair over time. I think I remember saying last week that they would need to go to the pits to get the repaired. That is not the case. Here we go. It's Hatfield and Stig now. This is where we're going to have a fight for 8th. Oh, the Stig's gone around the outside. Hatfield kept it up. The Selby team will be looking for a top finish now. The Stig, he's up side by side with Motors 560. 560 is going to have the inside line for 1, and Stig's going to have to be careful. He does. He backs off. Oh, I think he got a little bit of a touch from Hatfield. He's slowed down. I don't know if that's going to compromise him. It will. Groover, who's off the line tonight, which is a good thing. Good to see him racing here tonight. Look at this. This is super tight stuff between all three. And the Stig, he's gone wide. No, this could be it. Oh, he's come across. That is massive drama for the Stig. He's been reset. He's been reset. We've lost him. Now, somehow the Groover, who's still battling at the moment, somehow he's come out of that without going across the paddock. Let's see what happened. This is Groover. You can see the Stig got it all wrong. He came across. Oh, Groover. So lucky to control that. Super lucky. And he's now fighting up in 10th spot. That was some great car control from Groover. The lead, Bo, it's 1.6 seconds after 3 laps. This man's on fire. No worries, Daily Motor. Can't wait. I'll get back to you soon, bro. But it's Bo leading. By the way, hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. Back to the grind tomorrow. Monday. So let's go through the field as they come up to the Amiga part of the track, or the Amiga section uphill. It's 3rd, then it's 4th in Captain Risky. Razor is in 5th. Then it's Norb. He's got 6th spot. It's Knox Ryan 7th. Motors 560. He's held out some competition so far and he's held 8th. Hatfield in 9th. And then it's Groover, who's somehow just avoided being in one of the biggest accidents. And as we go to him, there was some touching and pushing going on between him and Apex. He's back down to 12th. So now it's Apex and Holden Man up in front of the Holden Man for the Gamesman Racing team now. He's trying to get that Renault up beside Apex. He's going to have a great shot down the front straight. If he can keep right tucked in behind, it's going to be in that pocket of air that Apex is pushing out of the way for him. Holden Man's going to activate the slingshot here up the inside. Apex doesn't go for the defensive line. And it's Apex and Holden. Holden gets a move done. Great stuff. You can see he's back end squealing for grip. And he's made it stick. Nice work. Now it's going to be under immediate attack again through the rabbits here. He's holding the middle line. Apex is going to probably push him out here. He does. Touching under brakes now. Holden Man holds him off. The Groove is looking for a position through as well. Apex has gone wide. Groove has taken the opportunity. And he's actually put it up the inside of Holden Man. Holden Man wasn't ready for that one. And he almost lost sight of the action out in front. And this is the battle for 10th position. Can you believe it? They're going to have to work together, I think. Otherwise, they're going to get left way too far back behind the rest of the field, who are starting to push out in front of them. Hatfield is in 9th now, and he's starting to gain on Motors in that Red Bull. which was the test livery we saw from the Red Bull Racing F1 team last year. And we've seen some crazy liveries in the F1 this year for 2019. I think one of the most shocking was Toro Rosso. Anyway, Hatfield for the high-tech team. Number 3, he's looking for a way around. I don't think it's not going to happen here. If he does, he'd have superior speed, but that being the same car, this is where it could start to formulate for him. Motors comes across, Hatfield now. Here we go, you can get a good sight of the track there. Hatfield's up on the inside. You can see just how much room there is to move away as the rest of the field comes through. And then it's Hatfield and Motors. Groover and Holderman down behind them. And we're watching these two battle it out. This is for 8th position at the moment. And we're just waiting to see if Hatfield can get the slipstream down the front straight as we come around to finish another lap. Hatfield's very close up on the inside. This could be a move for him now. The decreasing radial corner. He's done it. Can he keep it on the road though? He's done a fantastic job there of making that work. And Motors 560 will try to reply instantly. But Hatfield with the battle of the inside line. He could defend this a lot better. Motors has no reply. Let's have a look and see what Hatfield did. It was a great run from him here as we're on board. You can see he just got around the inside of Hatfield. Well, Hatfield got around the inside of Motors, my bad. And then it was Motors trying to use the slipstream now. But he defended it well. You can see he's right there. Let's see where he is now. You can see the gap. This is the gap now. We're looking at the back of Hatfield's car, and he's got a nice little gap building on Motors. And there you can see the pack in front of him. That is Noxray. Noxray's in 7th. Let's have a look. He's down the back of this. This is the battle for 5th. Raze is just getting away from this pack of 4. It'll turn into a pack of 3. Even looks like Norm's got something on the move here. He's worked this one now for a few laps. This is turning into a fantastic motorsport race. Norm and Noxray, they're side by side down the front straight, and he's just tucked the car back in before the road ended. I don't know how he's made that work. We'll have to go back and have a look at that one. And into turn 1 now. It doesn't look like Norm's got to move the Pagnian car. It hasn't got enough speed. And it's Noxray through the rabbits here with Captain. I don't think Risky is going to do anything too risky here. He's holding an inside line. And everyone will swing out wide. Norm could have a move on. I think Noxray looks sideways there. We just had a bit of delay. And then he's cut the corner on the inside. Risky. He's going to get pushed out wide. Noxray again. He's going to be offline here. And they all tuck back in. Let's have a look to see what happened. Back down the front straight. Look at this. Noxray just tucks in. And this is back to the live action with him. Noxray, I don't know. He's popped right out beside next to him. There could be some lag issues. We've seen this before, unfortunately. It does look funny to watch. Captain Risky and Noxray. Looks like they're tugging each other wrong. Whether or not they can see each other properly, we don't know. That could explain this replay. Now let's have a look. What happened with Noxray? All of a sudden he gained a lot of speed. This is on the last lap. He was at the back, and then all of a sudden he was up between them two. Oh, he just carried a way more speed through that last corner, didn't he? So that's where he come up behind Captain Risky. That was a bit crazy to see. He's in 5th now. Here's Norman Risky side by side. So Risky's really lost out after that little battle. And Rocky's here. You're up, Rocky. Glad you could make it, mate. We've got, like I said, we've got Rocky runs Rockefeller Racing, and we've got the SFR GT Challenge tomorrow. This is our leader. Oh, Stig's left the room. So I don't know if he's had disconnection problems. That happens. It's Bo231 in the lead, and it's 5.3 seconds. This man is on absolute fire. There's not much anyone can do right now to reply. Interesting though, we've seen the guys do some really different strategies to what we usually see in the first race when it comes to strategy. They've got to... Now, I thought last race they could qualify on hards, which they've all done. But then they could only change once. They can change as many times as they want. They just have to start on the hards. So, the Turn Left Racing boys have obviously come up with a different strategy tonight. And it's not to pit straight away. They didn't do that last week. But we did see a lot of the people at the back of the pack do that. Big Willow can be quite offensive on the tyres and work them hard. So, maybe... everyone's just sticking with the hard tyre at the moment, and we'll run some quicker times on some softer tyres as we run through the laps a little more. Brian's still got second spot from XLX. These two always put on some fantastic racing when they're together. So these are going to be two cars we're going to have to keep an eye on for sure. Yeah, the Stig's gone, Rocky. Unfortunately. He's gone. Oh, apologies. I've had a copy of the race running the whole time, so hopefully it hasn't been too laggy. I know that can happen. Fortunately, my internet at least has a decent download. The upload's not the best, which is why it can suffer. And that's the problem with living in Australia sometimes. I don't even have the goddamn NBN. So... props to these boys. We're putting on some fantastic racing at the moment. Doesn't look like XLX has been able to eat into that little gap at the moment. That's staying where it is, and we should, I think, catch back up with them once they start pitting. So that's really going to change things. Let's go through the rest of the field. That's Razor and Knox, right? So this part of the field, some beautiful shots there from the game, must say. Razor 47, he's got fourth, and he's held it now nicely for a while. And then fifth is Knox Ryan. You can see Norm and Captain Risky coming up the back there in seventh. They're still all sticking together at the moment. So here's Knox doing his thing. Around the last corner now. Razor just out of reach. There's not much he can do. Let's go back and check with 8th position. It's Hatfield, and he's had that in front of Motors for a few laps. Then it's Apex, Holden, man. Then Groover got off the line. He had a massive accident early on. Sorry, he didn't have that massive accident. Stig did. And Groover got hit. He did a fantastic job of controlling it. But he's now back at the grid. So maybe Stig, he just couldn't recover after his accident. Could be another reason why he's gone. We'll find out though. Bo still leads, and it just forever grows, that lead, doesn't it? 6 seconds. Then it's Brian. He's leading XL by 1.1. He's got 4 seconds over this man, Razor, who has only 8/10 over Knox Ryan. Let's follow the midfield battle for 4th as it heats up here at the Big Willow circuit. This is the RaceOnOz Division 1, race number 2. And these boys are fighting hard. Norm XC, you can see he's actually got a lot of speed now. Through the last turn, he could keep it. If he can keep it up through here, this could be a move on for him. As we come across the start-finish line, Knox Ryan's drifting out wide to take the racing line. Norm trying to keep up behind. You can see the slingshots on. Up the inside, Knox Ryan will have to leave him room. He does a fantastic job of that. And then into the rabbit's ear now. Ultimate, the best line is through the middle. Hold the middle, hold the middle. They're doing that. Apex late here. There will be tyre wear coming into it. They've done nicely there. Knox in front. Up to Amiga. On the brakes. Oh, Norm's looking for a way through. He's pushed wide onto the ripple strip. The small ripple strip. Oh, he's going to get it done here for the Pagnian team. I think there was a touch there. And that's pushed out. Knox Ryan. Norm. Oh, Knox Ryan's come through. We'll get a replay for you of that. But he just would not appear out of the screen at all. It's Motors now who's just behind in front of Knox Ryan. So let's have a look and see what happened to Noxrite on his lap through. This is through the Amiga section. And then up through here. I think there was a touch from Norm. Can't quite tell from there. Noxrite, he spun around. He did a full 360. And that's why we couldn't see him for a while. And Motors just gets around him down the bottom of the hill here. And that's really hurt Nox's race now. He's back down in the 9th. He's up in 8th at the moment. So we must have had someone pit. Or we've had another accident on that lap. Captain Risky's down. So did Captain pit? Let's see if we can't go back and have a look. Captain Risky was in 7th. So he was actually behind all of the action happening in front. See what he can see. Noxrite goes wide. He avoids it just. Team BHR, Bruce Hale Racing. Now, whether or not the replay will hold out, we'll find out, because I'm not sure what happened to Captain Risky. He was running 6th that lap. And he was looking quite comfortable in his position. Mike Limbs here. What's up, my friend? Good to have you along for another race. He did. He went in. All right. Oh, there's been action again as we've returned. Just to see if Captain Risky pitted. He did. We've had a lot more contestants in. Not contestants, races. This isn't a game show. What am I talking about? You're an idiot, Josh. All right, Noxrite. Noxrite's out. Holderman's come in. Soft tyre is the choice. They're not quite halfway, but they're very close. So I'm not sure. They'll probably pit a few more times. Considering they started on the hard tyre. Brian F now has lost his considerable lead. Norm is just behind him. And then it's XLX. So this is now a fight for 2nd place. XL, I think, is the quicker driver. Norm could be under pressure now. Norm's holding up 3rd. I think he might be holding up XL a little bit here. And neck and neck coming in to the fast right-hander. XLX gets in front. Captain Risky. Oh, look what's happening behind Razor and Apex. They're going for it now. They're all fangs out. No love lost here between these two. The Gamesman Racing team will be happy with that overtake from Razor. Fantastic move. And Apex in the all-black privateer car is going to go in for a pit stop. Captain Risky. Now, let's see if we can't go back and see what action happened as we rejoined. So it was Holderman and Apex fighting for it. This is a few laps ago now. Captain Risky. Oh, he went super wide, didn't he? And then I think he's gone into the pits there. So that was what we were watching a few laps ago. Captain Risky now holds 7th position. And we've had a few of the front runners now rotate through. Bo will lead, and it's 11-second lead. And then it's Brian F from XL. Then it's Norm. It's Hatfield in 5th. Motors in 6th. Risky's got 7th, and Razor's not too far behind. Noxrite's down in 9th. Groover, he's moved up to 10th. Holderman. We'll have Apex for company. And that's our 12 competitors left here today. Oh, Bo's in. Let's watch him. He's got a massive lead. 11.2 seconds. Should be enough here. He's going to take... No, he's not going to take fuel. He's going to come out on soft tyres. And Bo will just come out in front of Brian F, who now can see the first placed car for the first time in quite some time. He will be reinvigorated by the sight of Bo. Whether or not he can get the overtake done and keep up with him is a different story. Bo is just on a different level. And like I said, Brian for next level is going to have to find that next level tonight if he wants to get in front of Bo and maybe get on top of the championship points. At the moment it is Bo. And then XL, he's also not too far behind himself. So things are looking spicy right now at Big Willow, big dusty circuit. But yeah, good to have you guys along. Mike, Rocky. And Daily, if you're still watching on YouTube, welcome, guys. Just like to say, if you were watching earlier and you were a little bit perplexed as to why it said it was the manufacturer series, it's because there's some weird glitch happening with my software that changes the description of the stream from whatever it was I was using last time. So apologies about that, but we've got it fixed. This is race number 2, Division 1 for the Race on Oz. They're 18 laps in. And I don't think Brian F's been able to find that speed that he needs to keep up with Bo. Because Bo just seems to keep disappearing for turn left, even though he's turning left and right tonight. So Bo, racing for a team that would, you know, make you think he only races in circles. But I can tell you what, this guy is super quick, and he's all over this car. So the other next level racing is Groover. Groover's down the backfield at the moment, so unfortunately I don't know how that's going to turn out for Groover, but it's good to see he got off the line tonight, and he's in 8th spot right now, and he's actually amongst a little bit of a battle down the midfield. It's Knox Wright in the Race on Oz team, colours in front, and now Groover. He also races for next level along with his teammate Brian F. See what they can do here. Groover is lining one up. Not quick enough. Knox Wright. Excuse me. Knox Wright had that. A little bit aggressive, says Rocky. Yeah, this is balance of performance. Rocky. BOP is on. As far as I'm aware, I don't think they're tuning, because I'm pretty sure I've seen that cog that has a cross straight through the middle, which means no tuning in the lobby. So yeah, BOP, it's all exactly the same. If not, I'll get a DM probably tomorrow or in a few hours telling me that I was wrong, but I can pretty sure it's BOP. That's why it's so impressive that this man can build such big leads on cars that are exactly the same performance level. So it's Brian F through turn 1. Follow him. XLX. He gets a little bit wide, does Brian. Then it's Razor, still just coming into turn 1 now. And then it's Captain Risky following in behind. It's Norm for the Pagnian team. Knox Wright for the Race on Oz team. Groover for next level. And then it's Hatfield. I believe Hatfield's a privateer. And then it's Razor for the Gamesman team. And he has Motors with him for company. Now, this could turn into something really good. We're going to keep our eyes on this one. This is for the top 10 spot. Motors is pushing and prodding his way through. Razor gets a little bit slippery on the back end. He holds it. Motors looking for every inch of track to get his car through. He just can't find the space at the moment. He's looking for it at the moment. He's gone out wide. He's going to be on the inside. Motors, does he have the speed? Razor's left in the room. And Motors has got that move done. Oh, Razor, careful. He almost run out really wide through the last turn. Oh, Razor, he's on this ragged edge. Oh, that was fantastic. Fantastic move from Razor. Another nicely well lined up from Motors as he goes in for the block. I think that looked legal. Aggressive, but it was legal. There was only one move. If you go from what we usually see in other racing series, one move under braking, and that's it. Motors. He's just holding it off. Razor. He's again doing what Motors was doing last lap. Crossover now through the Omega part of the track. Careful it doesn't understeer. And he's actually made that stick nicely. He's holding the tight line between behind Motors right now. Or you can see Motors get a little bit slippery. The dusty track probably playing its part there a little bit. We're on board with Razor. This is one of the fastest left-hand turns. Turn number 8 now. Fast right-hander. He's holding it inside. That's where Motors is now. Turn 9. Decreasing radial corner. Means it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. He's gone a little bit wide. Has Razor. That's going to lose him a lot of speed. A lot of dust being picked up there. Apex just gets out of that. But Razor, he just didn't have the car down control through the last corner. It just caught him up when the corner kept decreasing on him. But we'll touch back in with Groover. We just saw Hatfield touch the inside line there. We saw a little bit of dust up on Groover's windshield. But this battle is looking nice and clean as well. Hatfield and Groover. Groover coming back from nowhere. Whether or not he's actually hit the pits yet, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he would have, but he was down the back end of the pack, and he's now up in the 8th spot. But we have seen a few incidences take place. Maybe Groover's one out of that. Yeah, Rocky saying it was a great move from Motors. It was, wasn't it? Fantastic. Nicely lined up move. And it was not the easiest spot either. Now, hopefully we've got a replay of it. Motors. Oh, we've just cut to Motors, and he's all over the place. Drama for Motors. Where's he gone? He's ended up way out into the barriers. This could be race over for him. Don't know what happened there. Don't know if he was nudged on. Well, fatigue is set in for Motors. But it's looking more and more likely. He's actually, looks like he's out. Motors is out. Let's go back and see if we can't get a replay. There he goes. Not sure what happened to Motors there. Fortunately, we can't actually go to Motors because he's out of this race. That's where he's gone off. We can go back just a little bit more. Let's try one more time. So he was just in front of Apex. This could be drama here. I think it could be. I don't know for sure. We're going to have to watch again. But at this part of the track, maybe Apex touched. Oh, Razor's gone off. He's just caught that, I think. We'll stay with it. No, look at that. He wasn't anywhere near it. My bad, Apex. He'd done that all himself. Interesting. Now, we saw Razor make a little bit of a mistake, and now Apex is right up behind Razor now. There's so much to keep our eyes on. We can't watch it all at once. Apex now with the Dayglow yellow headlights. He's looking again for track position. Razor's got 9th. He wants inside the top 10. We've lost a few races tonight due to just how mean this track can be. Again, Razor's pushing a lot of dust up on the track. We could see it coming, being breathed in by Apex's intakes there. All right, Apex has held a nice close line. Here he goes, here he goes. He's gonna make it run. He's got the inside line. Razor's going out wide. Razor, we've seen him make a few mistakes here. Oh, he's kept it in. So has Apex. That was a good move from them. Cross start finish line. And then flashing of the lights. He's trying to put him off into turn 1. He can't quite get it done. Apex still holds 10th. I think Razor is just a little bit quicker through the first turn, and he's actually gained a lot of time. Then it's Groover in 8th position. Now, there's a battle going on for 7th and 6th. It's been these two pretty much all race. It's been Knox, Ryan, Hatfield. Hatfield always does a fantastic job defending. He can defend and defend and defend forever. Seems like it's a well-practiced art from him. And it definitely makes life difficult for anyone who is behind him. Now, let's see what Noxrai can do. He's been pushing and prodding now for some time. We've only got 9 laps remaining as well, so there's not a lot of time left for Noxrai to make a move work. Now, will there be anyone pitting a second time before the end? We will find out. Remember, they all had to start on hards, but I'm guessing the softs are going to last as they all pitted around lap 15. Oh, Jono has come in and corrected me. 100% power and weight, no tuning. So that's basically BOP. Oh, it wouldn't be, would it? But you would call that balance of performance because they're all the same performance level. So not the BOP of the game, but 100% weight and tuning. So it's just the same car. No tuning, obviously, so they can't tweak little settings here and there, which can, you know, get a little bit of extra performance out of the car for some people. Not allowed. So it's all down to driver's skill. And it looks like Hatfield is just starting to pull away a little bit. Groover will be wanting to find that position. He's down an 8th. That's Hatfield. Defending a 6th. It's 5th for Captain Risky right now. And it doesn't look like there's a big gap. There's a big gap between him and Norm, who's in 4th. And then there's an even bigger gap between him and XL, who is in 3rd. These guys are just on a different racing caliber. But it's Brian F in 2nd. And our championship leader and our race leader, Bo231. 3.7 seconds. He hasn't gotten the biggest lead now once I've hit the softs. But he was definitely the benchmark setter when it came to the hard tyre. 1:13.8 was his last lap time. Bo's got the fastest lap with a 1:13.1, which is a flying lap from the Australian driver. And he'll come around now and start lap 28 here at the Big Willow circuit. Just picking up some dust on the way through the last corner. Just for good measure. And that will be the start of lap 28 for Bo. Then it's Brian across the line. And then an XL, who is trying his hardest to stay with Brian. Brian is just being super fast himself. And these top 3 guys are going to be the ones to beat this season. Then it's Norm for Pagnian, number 7 driver. He's had a pretty clean one. Here we go, Hatfield and Risky. Hatfield, I think he's moved up. Oh, Risky's out really wide for Risky. This could be massive drama. This could really ruin his race. Oh, he's almost into the audience. He's fallen way back down to 10th spot. Groover's got 7th. Then it's Razor, and then Apex is behind him. Holden Man will take 10th now. He's lost a lot of time. Captain Risky's only just getting back on track. Let's have a look and see what happened. It was up beside Hatfield coming into turn 1. He backed off that. And he's just lost all grip. And it was just see you later. And he actually would have cleared the audience. That almost looks like Kaz cheering us on. He was loving that one. But Captain Risky, he's down to 11th position. That's unfortunate because he was really racing well. Oh, Groover's off too. I think they're all starting to lose a bit of grip now as the tyres start to wear. This is Groover coming through. He was off, and Razor behind him. Apex followed suit. Lots of dust clouds. Razor. Oh, he's lost a spot. Apex has gotten up ahead. Let's see if we can't catch that. That would have happened through here. So coming through the last lap. This is Apex 64. Now, we'll watch them here. They went super wide through here. Now, Apex is pounding it hard. Razor is on the pedal to the metal. They're both down to the floor. Inside line for Apex. Razor, does he goes too wide? Razor did get a little bit wiggly. Lost a lot of grip, and that's where we caught up with Apex. Whether or not the stewards will look at that one, we'll find out. But I think it was okay. It looked okay. Chasing Apex now. He's up in the 8th position. The attrition rate here. A lot of cars are starting to fall out at the end. They've learnt their lesson from the last lap. Holding together the cars. So the tyres now are starting to drop off. 29. Excuse me, we're on lap 30 of 35. 6 laps to go. You've got to include this one, remember. Now Apex up behind Groover. Groover's really done well today to improve his position. We've seen him down the back end of the grid, and we've seen him recover from just one huge incident in the opening laps where we lost Stig. Groover's cutting it up the inside now. Apex is nice and close. This is primed for a move. Apex trying to cut the inside again. Willow does eat another one, Rocky. Damn straight. Willow is just one of those tracks. Here we go, Groover. And it's Apex. Groover now holds it. Holds it. Holds it. I don't know what that's from. That was from something. Anyway, Groover. 7th spot. Adam has come through and he's explained binned at final corner, was having a good race before then, similar to Jono, nothing to fight for, being that far back. I'm guessing, Adam, your motors 560, because we weren't sure what you did. You just, if that's the right one I'm thinking of, you just went flying, and we thought maybe you were pushed on, but replays confirmed no. Your car just decided to go very, very wide. Now you can see, look at this. Now Razor is caught up to the back end of Groover as we were discussing old incidents. So Groover is under a lot of pressure now to hold off Apex and Razor. Let's have a quick look through the field. Let's have a look. Then it's Knox right. Hatfield in 5th. Hatfield now can... or is it Captain Risky? I can't remember. Then Norm, Excel, Brian, and Bo's actually increased the lead to 5.4. Again, just a super fast driver. Sorry. Captain Risky's down at the back. We saw him bin it. Then it was Holden Man. 10th. And that's Razor. Apex is getting it done on the first turn. Oh, I thought Groover was going to be out in the dust again. We've seen Apex accidentally do that to one driver earlier. It didn't happen then, thankfully. And that was actually a really tight move from Apex. Let's see if we can't get a replay of it. He was just side by side, and he had it done before the exit of the corner. Don't think Groover had the grip left to hold him off. So here we go. Apex has got 8th. It's going to be Razor. Oh, Groover's lost another spot. So Razor got it. So I think Groover is gone through his rubber a little bit quicker than he would have liked. And he's down to 9th. Holden Man, who's in 10th. How far back's Holden Man? 7.9 seconds. There's only about 3 laps to go. I don't know if he's going to be able to close that gap, unfortunately. The Gamesman team. But it will be a top 10 finish for him. And Bo is looking very likely to take this one. 6.3 seconds. There's almost no competition near him for turn left. Adam also putting... It was motors. He put 2 wheels slightly off approach to the final corner and couldn't get it back on the track. Ended up in no man's land. I'll be back next week. Good to hear from you, mate. Yep, that was Adam, who is Motors 560. We saw he ended up in a weird position, like behind all these barricades. We were watching that at interest, and I think A bit like Kimi Raikkonen getting lost one Grand Prix. I don't know where he was, like Suzuka. Kimi Raikkonen did a very similar thing. He went off a back run-off road and ended up on a different part of the track and had to then come back around, and it's actually quite a funny onboard to watch. But yeah, the Kimi Raikkonen of RaceOnOz. Now look at this. Groove is trying to fight back. He wants that spot. He was up in 7th, even 6th. Razor's doing a fantastic effort of fighting him off. Groover, though, for next level. He wants to improve the position. Now, Bo, he's about to come around and start the final lap. And there's some action happening down here for Groover. I think Knox Rye's clear of anyone as well. Apex and XLX. I hope you've enjoyed the stream tonight. Apologies about the beginning, but we did get to watch the qualifying happening, and unfortunately we've learnt a lesson about the stream changing description, which we will hopefully not have that again. Obviously this isn't Fuji, as it would have said. Some of you might have seen that. This is the Big Willow International Circuit. We're on the final lap. We're going to take it home with Bo. He's been just absolutely flawless today. Nothing going wrong for him for turn left. And as he goes up through Omega for the final time today, he'll be very happy with the performance. Look at the gap he's got. There's no one in sight as we take a wide angle view. And we'll just enjoy the last lap here with Bo. He's even coming up on some back markers. But it looks like Bo's going to be the one to beat this season. Season number 6 for Division 1. It's 2 wins in a row for Bo. And he'll be way out on top. And that's some good points as well for the team for turn left. Here we go through the final corner now. Doesn't need to push it. He's got a 7.7 second lead. Car turns in nicely. Oh, he's gone a little bit wide. It's not going to matter though. Bo will see the checkered flag fly. And that's another win tonight for RaceOnOz. Our winner is Bo 231. Brian F comes across the start-finish line for 2nd position. Fantastic effort. Then XLX in 3rd. Norm. And next one, the Pagnian driver, will take 4th spot. That's a good finish for him. Good clean drive. And he'll be happy with that. Hatfield, again, fantastic defending from him today. And that's 5th for him. A little bit wide for Knox Rye, but Knox, again, he's fought hard to get there, and he'll take 6th. Looks like Apex is going to take 7th, and then it's Razor and Groover as they race for the line. It's 9th and 10th for those two, 8th and 9th for those two. And then comes Holderman in 10th position. And Captain Risky, who had an absolutely awful off a few laps ago. You can see, look how far behind he is. He's in 11th spot, but he will come home with the finish. Or he might actually finish in the pits here. He will. Doesn't matter. That's 11th for Captain Risky. But our winner today was Bo 231. And then Brian and XLX90. Fantastic race from those two boys. Three boys. 3. There's 3 of them. And that's how we finished. But that was, that's obviously Division 1. Race number 2. We'll have race 3 same time next week. And if we can't, we'll actually bring up the race. Next race for you. Well, let's go through the results. Time for a drink, says Razor. I would have to believe him. But yeah, let's go and see the results. How do I do that? Race results up top. There it was Bo 231 who took the win. Then it was Brian in 2nd spot. XL got 3rd. Then it was Norm XC for 4th. Hatfield again in 5th. Knox Wright, Apex 64. Razor 47 got 8th. Groover got 9th. Holderman 10th. Captain Risky got 11th. We had Motors and Stig drop out because of accidents, and Vipers says 13th there, but he didn't. I don't think he got off the line. So, but our fastest lap was Bo 231 again this week on lap 18. He did a 1:13.184. So that would have been on the soft tyres after the first pit stop happened. But fantastic lap for him, and Bo will be very happy with that win tonight. Now you can see Captain Risky. He was doing really well for a long, long time. Look where he was. He was up in 5th until that lap. And that's where we lapped 27, 28. And he's gone down all those positions. And a really, really unfortunate race for him. So it was an interesting one. But that was the Big Willow circuit. Now, keep an eye out for the next week's event. Same time, 7:30 p.m. Queensland time. Or 8:30 p.m. if you're in the Daylight Saving States. New South Wales, Victoria, Tasmania, I think. And obviously, WA, you know how to work out the time. I think you're 3 hours behind me. So, it'll be 5:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Anyway, again, thanks to everyone who joins us. Thanks to everyone who's chatted along. And you guys have been excellent. Don't forget, you can catch us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. This race was done on both YouTube and Facebook. So you can go watch it wherever you want to. Here on Demo Garage, we've got the SFR GT Challenge tomorrow morning, 11 p.m. my time. 8 p.m., I believe, New York time. Which on a Sunday, it's 11 p.m. Monday here. But until our next race here at RaceOnOz, my name's Josh. This is Demo Garage. Race hard and on the edge. Hope you've enjoyed that one. Congratulations to Bo. And we'll be back next week, same time, same thing, same place. Can't wait.